Come join. Come join us. Come. So, my name is Sarah Walker, or Sarah May, as you may have known me from some of my previous posts or my old name. I did not get married. That's not why I changed my name. I'm a player for life. I'm not a player. I'm just joking. But that's my middle name. May was my middle name. That's why I changed it to Walker. Anyway, so today I wanted to kind of jump in front of the camera because, well, one, I wanted to get out from behind my laptop. I think a lot of, especially writers, and we're kind of, we like to hide and we don't like to show our face. So that's why I'm going to get out here, right? I'm going to be bold. The second reason I want to jump on here is to show you my beautiful Christmas tree. Ooh! I'm obsessed with Christmas, so that's why I wanted to show you guys that. I'm really excited about that. But the main reason I'm on here today is to teach you how to get fully booked in 30 days or less. So this training is mostly for service-based entrepreneurs. You can still make a lot of money if you're selling a product, but it's just, the profit margins are a little bigger when you're selling a service rather than a product. So this training specifically, it's about service-based entrepreneurs, right? So I get a lot of people reaching out to me, a lot of newer entrepreneurs, or maybe like if they're in the middle of their career, they're a couple years in, and they ask me like, how do you do it? How do you get fully booked? And rather than answering every single question that comes in, because there's a lot of them, I wanted to do a live on this, and I've done a few posts on it as well. But I want to do a live because it's different, like just seeing it written and hearing it. So I've done this, like, just to give you a little bit of background, one of my habits is I tend to kind of disappear from the online world every now and again and then come back. And I use these techniques all of the time, every time I do it, and I get fully booked within 30 to 60 days doing this stuff. And like I said, I've done it about 5 times now where like I'll disappear for a couple months and then come back. I don't know why I do it. I think it's like I like to kind of show my audience like, yeah, I can do it again if I was starting from scratch. So this is what I do every single time. Okay, so what you need, if I was starting from absolute scratch and I wanted to get fully booked, let's say my Facebook profile blew up. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set up my business and profile page to look legit. So it's going to be, a good close-up face picture where people are seeing you, but also set up your business page, right? Like if you need to go to like fiverr.com, or I probably have a really bad Canadian accent when I say that, or is it fiverr.com, Fiverr, I'm not sure, but go there, and for like $10 you can get like a graphic made for your business page and like the cover photo of your main page, just saying what you do. It just makes you look a little bit legit. Okay, so first of all, you need to set up that profile to look like you're the real deal. Set up, if you have clients or you have a portfolio of some sort, add that to your business page as well. Okay, the second thing that you need to do is have some packages ready. There's no use in getting people on sales calls if you don't have your packages, right? So have, I would say, 3 packages of 3 different levels, starting from, probably $100 to $200. It could be like an intro level, and the next level would be like 500, and then the third one would be 1,000 plus. So if your high-end package is like 7,000, that's fine. Just realize that sometimes you may need to offer like a lower package of like 500 to 1,000 first before you get them into the higher package. Okay, so set that up. Now I know you guys are sitting here waiting for like the actual marketing techniques. So here it is, okay? And this is how I get fully booked all the time, and I'm teaching you guys starting from scratch. So to get fully booked, all you need to do is, and what I'll do is every Sunday I'll write out 5 posts for the week. Okay, now these posts, and I know now it gets a little different, and I'll teach you that in a bit. I know every coach says, oh, just post in groups, blah, blah, blah. Well, it's not all about that. It's not just posting in groups. It needs to be high value, really entertaining posts. Otherwise, you're going to get drowned out. Like there's no use, right? And I just did a 5-day challenge on this actually, about how to write a high converting post. So if you want that, you can send me a message and I will send you that link. But you need to be posting in these groups every single day. So these posts need to sell you as your brand. So these need to be really personal posts, right? Like I talk about everything from breakups to like trips to sex clubs to crazy, gosh, I don't know, my kid, I talk about like everything, every story, like about a guy hitting on me at Starbucks, right? Like I just take a random story, like a snapshot out of my life, and I'll write that story, and then I will loop it somehow. Like I'll be really creative, and I'll loop it into a offer of some sort, right? So for example, I did a post on like 50 Shades of Grey and my addiction to soft porn, and and then the loop into that, I was like, I was talking about like your customers want a little bit of pain and some pleasure and like this and that. And then my loop into it was like, if you want to give your clients a little bit of, or a lot of pleasure and a little bit of pain and get them to buy your product, send me a private message and I'll write copy that does that, right? Or something like that. Like there's really creative ways you can like loop your personal stories into your packages, right? So if you're posting 5 days a week, then 4 of them should be like personal stories. The 5th kind of post that you need to be writing though is the actionable advice post, right? And I talk about this in my challenge, but the actionable advice is like step-by-step strategies that people can use and see results right away. So what this does is like when you're telling these personal branding stories, it's showing you as your brand. It makes you different. Like if you're a coach, people want to know what makes you different from like the other thousands of coaches that are trying to sell to them, right? So that's what those personal stories do, is it makes them connect to you. If they're like, oh, this girl fell off a horse, so did I, which I did, by the way, last week. It wasn't very fun, but I got back on, right? Keep getting back on. So if someone fell off a horse, they might be like, hey, I like horses too. I fell off a horse when I was a kid. Now they want to work with me. It makes me different than every other copywriter. Just an example, okay? Kind of crazy example, but just a small example. So that's what those do. But these actionable advice posts, what they do is it shows that like you're not all talk. So yeah, I might be good at telling my own stories, but people want to know, Sarah, do you know how to actually write copy? So what I do is I'll do posts where it's like 3 ways to increase your conversions on your landing page. And step 1, step 2, step 3, right? Or 1 reason, 2 reason, whatever it is. And so people implement this and they see right away that it works. And they're like, okay, this girl's legit. She's not talking shit. Like, I'm going to hire her now. So like now they have the branding and you also have the action, like the substance. People know that you know what you're talking about. You're not just some newbie who like showed up and you're like, oh, I'm going to be an entrepreneur, right? Which is fine as long as if you are a newbie, it's fine, but you need to do some research and, develop a craft that you can sell. So you're not just stealing people's money, you're actually giving them value for their money. Okay. So that's what you need to do. So 5 posts a week, let's say, and 1 is actionable advice. 4 of them are like personal stories. And then there's other ways. So if you're posting in groups every day and you're just starting out, it's going to take about 2 to 3 weeks of posting in groups before people start coming on, like start reaching out to you, right? And there's a couple of reasons for that. 1, it takes, they want to see your face a few times. The magic number is 7. They want to see your face at least 7 times before they consider you an expert. The second thing is Facebook algorithms are like cuckoo right now. So basically, Facebook is only showing your post to people who you're either friends with or you engage on their stuff, right? It's not a matter, even if you posted a minute ago, people probably won't see that because your engagement score is really low. So you're like at the bottom of their feed automatically, right? It's a little nuts, but like the Facebook algorithms, that's just how it is. So it takes a couple weeks for a post to be seen by people, right? Unless you're in like a group that's really high engagement where people are constantly in that group looking through them, the chances of your post showing up on their feed, their news feed, if your brand spanking new, is very, very slim, okay? So yes, posts work, but I would say save your best content for about 2 to 3 weeks out when people start seeing it, right? Or people are engaging. So there's that. And then another way to get clients, automatically, and I did a post on this before about how to make $1,000 today. Another way to do this is like you reach out to people directly. And like Devin, I know you read this post already, but you reach out to people directly and you offer them advice. You give them like a nugget of advice, and then you send them a private message with a little more advice, and then you offer them extra support. Like when they say thank you, you say, you're welcome. Do you need any more copy support, or do you need any more business coaching support, or whatever it is you're selling, consulting support, right? So it's a combination of that, of reaching out to people directly, commenting on the other posts, and posting in these groups every single day, your personal brand stories, 4 of them, and then at least once a week, an actionable advice piece, kind of like that post I did on how to make $1,000 today. Clearly, I know what I'm talking about, right? And it just shows you like, okay, she's not talking shit. She knows how to obviously make money, how to sell, and she's a great person. Like, I know her stories. I've been watching her for a while. She's very vulnerable about herself. She's not some troll who's going to come take my money, right? So you do that. I'm telling you, you do that for 2 weeks and you will be fully booked. Like, even if you're a total newbie, you do that for like 2 to 3 weeks, you're going to be fully booked before you know it, right? Like, it's just about consistency, showing up every single day and giving high value, highly entertaining posts, content, right? That's really all there is to it. Like, there's no secret technique, right? I've used everything. I've tried webinars. I've tried like everything you can think of. I've tried marketing it. At the end of the day, I stick to Facebook groups because of the community aspect. I really like that. I like the idea of people seeing me in multiple groups at the same time, rather than like running Facebook ads and webinars and that kind of thing. I like one-on-one, like working with people, right? So that's why I stick to Facebook groups. There isn't like a secret marketing technique. It's about picking one and sticking to it and perfecting it. Okay, so what I'm offering for you today, and we start this on Monday, I'm starting a course. I did the course last year actually, and it was really, really successful. It's a 30-day video marketing course where I teach you step by step every day how to market yourself in Facebook groups, right? And by the way, I'm doing like a $5,000 guarantee if you don't make at least $5,000 from this. But to be honest, you can make 10, 15K from this. But if you're a total newbie, you're gonna make at least 5K on this, okay? So 30 days of videos. And the first 3 days are, if you're totally new, then we're setting everything up, okay? So the first day, we're gonna talk about your business page and your profile page, setting that up. You don't need a website. I know, a website is obviously gonna help you with in terms of your confidence and sending the people to it. But if you're just starting out and you just want to make your first few $1,000s, you don't need one, okay? It's not like a must in the beginning. So we're going to set up your business page, your profile page, and then we're also going to discuss your packaging. Okay, so this is like your 3 high-end packages and what you're going to sell. And I also explain how to sell them in a sales call so that the people you're on sales calls with are going to buy at least one of them. Okay, and then on the 3rd day, we're going to talk about the sales call itself and how to sell without coming off sleazy, without, you don't have to push people. Literally, the method I use, people ask me, how can I work with you at the end of the call? I'm not pushing the packages on them. I don't really believe in that stuff. All right, so that's what we're going to do. And then after the 3rd day, after you're all set up, then every day after that, I'm going to send you a video training where I'm giving you one task for the day. And each task is a bunch of different things throughout the month, but each task is going to bring in money right away. It's going to start bringing in leads right away, right? Like within a couple of weeks of posting, for example, you're going to be getting at least 3 to 5 leads per post because people are just seeing you more often and they begin to trust you, right? But it's not all posting. It's also different ways to reach out to people. Some groups, they don't allow promotions. I talk about that as well. So if they don't allow promotions, there's other ways you can get around that and just pull out those leads out of the woodwork. And again, offering them value, but I will tell you exactly how to do it. I tell you exactly what to say in this course, the 30 days of, just posting this thing on, 30 days of marketing techniques. And again, I'm giving you 60 days to complete this, okay? You have 60 days to finish this 30-day course. And again, if you're brand spanking new, I'm giving a $5,000 guarantee. Okay, so the investment for the course is $333, really cheap. Originally, I was going to just give the course to people, but we all know that when you get something for free, you don't value it, right? So it's $333, but I'm giving a $5,000 guarantee. So if you don't make a minimum of $5,000 from what I'm teaching you, right? And that's the minimum. Like I use these techniques myself to make $10,000 to $15,000 a month, right? And I could make more if I wanted to, but I value my time. I value time with family and friends. So I don't want to be fully booked all the time. But you can make as much as you want doing this stuff, right? But you can make 10 to 15K and be comfortable using this stuff. But again, the guarantee is for $5,000, and that's if you're like a brand spanking new. The minimum you're gonna make on this is $5K. Okay, and again, you're just taking snapshots of like all of the tasks that I'm giving you. And at the end of the day, if you don't make at least $5K, then you get a full 100% refund on your course. All right, so I'm posting the link right now. I don't know if I can pin that post. Let me see. I don't know how to pin it. Oh wait, yeah, I can. Pin comment. Okay, so there's the course link. If you're interested, go ahead and buy that. We're going to start on Monday. Really, really excited about that. I'm also, for today only, I'm offering 2 weeks of Voxer support with that. So if you get that course today, if you don't know what Voxer is, it's like a walkie-talkie app. And you can basically ask me anything. You can be like, hey, Sarah, my client, how should I charge this client? What should I ask? Like, how much should I ask for? Or what should I say to this client? How do I get them on a strategy call? They just said this, right? Whatever it is, for 2 weeks, I'm going to give you like personal answers, and I'll be talking there, giving you voice memos, right? It's not like I'm typing this stuff. This is me talking to you. And that's 2 weeks of support. Any questions you have around your business, or if you just want to shoot, well, actually, no, let's not shoot the shit. It'll take a lot of time. But anything around business, you can ask me for those 2 weeks. And yeah, it's going to be awesome. I'm really pumped. We start Monday. Get in there now if you want that 2 weeks of Voxer support. I'm really excited. If you have any more questions, or you're not sure if this is a good fit for you, go ahead and send me a private message. I won't bite. Okay, I'm a nice person. Well, I nibble, but I don't bite. And yeah, let's go ahead. Let's do this. Okay. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.